Hi guys, my name is Barco.
And I'm Madeleine.
We just want to welcome you back to our YouTube channel, B&M in the USA.
We are so excited to do this two-part video on what to do before you arrive in the USA, and then some tricks and tips of what you can do as soon as you arrive in the USA. The following tips, please do this as soon as you have your consulate appointment. So, tip number 1 is, if you have multiple properties in South Africa and you plan on selling them, pick a primary residence and then put those other properties in the market. Start getting that process going. Also, something that was very helpful for us is if you have a storage unit, go and sort out the storage unit. Okay, start selling things, get rid of a few things that you're definitely not gonna need and not gonna use. That helped us a lot.
Yeah, 100%. Now, a second tip that you guys can really also start looking at. Also, it depends on which state you guys are going to. State by state case may differ, but specifically when it came to Texas, you can do your learner's permit for your driver's license back in South Africa online. It is usually valid for 6 months. So again, this is also something you would do the moment you have your consulate appointment. I know Marlene and I, we sat down one Saturday for 8 hours. There's no way skipping it. You have to work through everything. And then
you can't fast forward the videos.
We tried.
We tried. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't go to the quiz.
No. You have to. 8 hours.
Sit
of our lives.
Down.
8 hours.
And do it.
Yes. So if you are coming to Houston or Texas specifically, you can absolutely do your learner's permit while you're still in South Africa. That really helps, because that first week or first couple of weeks within, just putting your feet here, it is absolutely crazy. So the more admin you can sort out while you're still back in South Africa, the better.
Yes. Now, the third one that I want to touch on is accommodation. So before I give you guys some, insight on accommodation and how it helped us to sort it out before we came to the USA, I want to just point up here somewhere. I don't know where it's going to be placed, but I'm referring to a video that we've done in the past with our amazing friend, real estate agent, Carla van der Merwe. And she had an interview with Barco where she gave some really good tips and tricks on renting properties, specifically in Houston, buying in Houston. So if you want some more insight, please go ahead and watch that video. Try and sort out your accommodation before you get to the USA. So we worked with Carla and she helped us get our first rental property. We already knew which area we wanted to be situated in, at least for the first 12 months. Yeah. We didn't want to sign a lease longer than that because life happens and things change. So she helped us with that. So we got that sorted before we arrived here. But if you're unsure about the area, or you didn't have the opportunity, to come beforehand and check out the area of which would be a best location for you, you always have our trusty Airbnb to go to. Yeah. And something else we sometimes forget is in the USA, there are multiple hotel groups that have extended stay options. So that's also something that you can look into. But do that before you arrive here.
Absolutely. That is such amazing tip, and I'm so glad that we did that. Nice. Again, that chaos in that first couple of weeks is absolutely insane, and if you need to run around and find a place to stay, it is crazy. And as mentioned in our previous video with Carla as well, do your research before the time. Ask a real estate agent to give you advice regarding what you want, where you want to stay. Now, also a thing that is very important, you need wheels. You need to get around. It's okay maybe in the first week to Uber from one place to another place. Again, depends on where you stay, but a city like Houston where public transport isn't the greatest, you need wheels.
Yes.
So there are a couple of options before you come in and purchase a vehicle. First option that you can go through is your traditional car rental companies, whatever. There are so many out there. You can go and have a look at them, and you can always reach out to them, and maybe we would suggest maybe rent a car for the first month so you can find your feet, and that also gives you time to shop around for your own personal vehicle as well. So that is one option. Another option that we decided to take was an app called Turo. So
Turo.
We'll put it up somewhere. Turo is an awesome app. So Turo is pretty much a vehicle rental app. But it's like Airbnb, but just for cars. So on that, you can choose your make, your model, your daily rate, anything from that. So we rented a car for about a month while we were, settling in our accommodation, and then also it gave us some time to look for our own vehicle. Yes. Just again, we have touched on it on a previous video as well regarding vehicles, but most likely your first vehicle you are going to have to purchase with cash. Unfortunately, because you do not have a credit score, and depends also how quickly you need that vehicle, because if you want to finance it, you will need your social security number. And that social security number can take a couple of weeks from almost a month, so it depends on where you're at. But we would highly recommend go on Turo. You can rent a vehicle there. Maybe you can rent multiple vehicles. 1 week, you try the vehicle, it's not for you, you can just play around.
And they were very affordable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And very easy just to work with. So that's definitely an app that we would recommend when you get here.
Then, if you have fur babies.
I have just met you and I love you.
So we have, back in South Africa, before we moved to the USA, we had 3 dogs. So we ended up deciding to only bring one of our dogs over. It was our smallest dog. We are definitely going to do a video in the future about our fur baby. He's definitely going to steal the show. So that's why he's not here, because he will steal the video, most definitely. So if you have animals, dogs or cats, I know birds you can also bring over, but it's a little bit more complicated. Decide if you want to bring your pets over. If you don't, start looking for, a new home for them. Maybe there's some family and friends that you know that would like to have those animals. Or if you decide on bringing them over, decide if you want to bring all of them over or just one, and start reaching out to animal traveling agencies so you can get a realistic view on the costs and the process. We'll go into the process in a future video, but it does take long. It is quite a lengthy process.
Also, just one thing that is awesome if you decide, especially dogs, we only have experience with our dog. If you bring them over, they do not have to be in quarantine. So they can land here, and that was the same with our dog, and we went to go and get him at the airport immediately. So that was kind of awesome. And I would recommend, if you can afford it, if it's in your budget, and you bring one of your pets over.
Yes.
It just creates a whole feeling of home.
It does. It does. It feels like you're home when they're there.
Yes, absolutely. So it really helps with the settling in process. Like I say, immigration is not a joke. Moving to a different country, although absolutely worth it for us, it is a tough journey, and it's probably going to take you about roughly a year before you really settle into your area and understanding all the systems and things.
But it is a piece of home, and it is a piece of something that was normal at home. Walking your dog was normal at home. Feeding your dog was normal. Washing your dog, things like that.
Yelling at him because he's on the couch again.
Yes, or smelling his farts.
Because that happens.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Too much. Mm-hmm. Then for our last tip for this video, don't forget to live. We've mentioned this in I think it was our first video that we posted. Go and have a look. I don't know, it's going to be here. Or just go to our channel. You'll find it. It's there.
It's down here.
Or just the channel on YouTube. Either way. Anyway, you'll find it. Our first video that we posted on this channel regarding our immigration process. It is very important to keep on living. I think the biggest thing for us, I think the toughest thing, and that's the most, with most people we talk to that went through the same process as us, is that waiting for something to happen. You feel like you can't commit. You feel like you can't really do anything. I remember with us, I remember waking up every single morning and just waiting for email to come through.
Looking on our USCIS app to see,
Yes.
and just seeing that the 200 days are becoming 201 days, and
it really drains you. It really drains you. So we want to really encourage you. If there's something that you want to do,
in South Africa,
go and do it.
Yeah.
Go and do it. If there's a job opportunity, commit to it. If there's something that you want to go and see, for instance, if you want to go on a holiday somewhere within South Africa,
Yes.
go and do it. If there's something that you need to start, go and do it. If you want to get, I'm just talking about my experience. If you're involved in coaching, go and coach. The thing is, you can't stop living and wait for your consulate date to come through. You need to just go live your life as if it's never going to happen, and when it happens, it's freaking amazing. But don't stop living.
Yes, and as soon as you get here, it really becomes more difficult to plan trips to South Africa, because you now have to worry about work this side. How much time can you get off? And when you go there, your priority mainly is to see family and friends, not really to do sightseeing. In one instance, for my birthday, we went to Namibia. So yes, one of our neighboring countries in South Africa. And that was a neighboring country that we actually wanted to visit for the longest of times.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that we decided that was going to be the place. We went with my family, and it was such an awesome experience. And I'm so glad that my parents actually suggested it, and that we went.
Absolutely.
It was really worth it.
So guys, that ends off the first part of this video. There's going to be a part 2. Please go and have a look at that too. That will explain the first month that we were here, exactly what we had to do and what we had to go through. And hopefully this helps you as well. So
I just want to pause a moment and say thank you to our sponsors for this video. Thank you so much to Induku. Induku was the company that got us here in the USA, that helped us with our job application, visa process, and all the things. So if that is something that you're looking for and you are currently in South Africa, we will put their description down below. Feel free to reach out to them or drop us a comment down below, and we can see if we can answer it for you. But thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2.